Tube, the Digi Stitchery is turning 2, and we are going to celebrate the entire month of February. What I have for you today is we're going to talk about our birthday exclusive fabric. I've got a ton of finishes, and we'll do a WIP parade. So stay tuned. All right, welcome back, guys. I am Amber with the Digi Stitchery, and Happy New Year. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I haven't seen you since before Christmas. I hope you guys all had a fantastic Christmas, a great New Year. We survived the entire year of January. That was the longest month ever, I think. But we made it through, and now we're into February, which is the Digi Stitchery's birthday. 2 years ago, I started her up, and here we are today with over 120, almost 130 different designs. Gosh, and over 10 or 15 fabric series. So it has been amazing, and you guys are the ones to thank. Thank you so much for watching this floss tube, purchasing the fabric, get comments and sharing your work. Thank you so much. So we do have a lot to celebrate this month. So to kick it off, I designed an exclusive birthday fabric. So similar to last year, this fabric will be available for the month of February. So today that you're seeing this is February 7th. So February 7th until the end of the month, this fabric will be available in the shop. After that, see you later. It'll be back next year. Maybe, we'll see. So without further ado, I want to introduce you to whipped frosting. This is, I wanted to stick with the birthday theme, and this is just a beautiful pastel mix of color that just looks like whipped frosting to me. So whipped frosting is this fabric. This is on Aida. I love it. I love the colors. You can't just decide on one color, right? When you're doing a cake. So that's how I went with this fabric. And yeah, it's a beautiful fabric. White is going to pop off of it. It has lots of peaches and pinks and purpley blues up in this section here. So very pretty. And of course, I had to do an opalescent for you guys. So here is opalescent whipped frosting. So cute, so shiny, adorable. So this is the exclusive fabric for our second birthday. So I'm very excited. That is in the shop now. And of course, when I design fabric, I want to stitch it myself, right? Because what's the point in doing it if you're not going to use it? So I'll show you my finished piece. I'm super excited about this. I stitched a new to me cross-stitch designer. She's been around for a while, but I fell in love with her patterns immediately once I found her. Her name is Colorfully Sarah, and if you like circle cross stitches, hoop finishes, that type of thing, this is right up your alley. Like super cute. So I want to present to you, let's see, Colorful Cupcakes by Colorfully Sarah, stitched on 14 count opalescent whipped frosting. It just screams birthday and party. What I did was, when I was stitching it, I modified the colors a little bit ever since last year, and I'll show that here in a little bit. Last year's birthday celebration. I think it's cool to take a birthday cross stitch and switch it to my logo colors. So I've got purple, coral, yellow, and green in here, and I kind of dominated that with my cupcakes and the liners. So super, super cute. My finishing piece, this finished on a 14 count. It finished about 7.5 by 7.5. So I wanted to like kind of get away from a hoop finish, just because I'd been there, done that with Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. You guys have seen that. I've done like 3 hoop finishes so far. I wanted to do something different, and since this is big, I wanted to, you know, mix it up a little bit. So what I did was I found this circle wood piece from Hobby Lobby. I found it in the little girls wall decor section. I think it says Little Princess on the wood with a crown. I popped the crown off, and it's really cute. I can set it in a stand, or I can hang it right there. But how I got these round pieces is I was roaming the aisles of Hobby Lobby carrying this around, and I thought there's got to be a better way than me trying to cut a perfect 8-inch, 9-inch, 10-inch circle, right? Because sticky board, I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a hard time like getting my hands on it. So as I was wandering, I wandered into the cake aisle at Hobby Lobby, or cake decorating, and I saw these Coroplast. You can see the fabric's wrapped around it, but it's Coroplast cake pans, essentially, or cake stability holder. I have no words for this, but it's pretty thick, but it's not terrible. So I thought this would be perfect. I'll try it out. It ended up working, and I love it. I'm going to do it for the rest of my big circle finishes. But I just wrapped my fabric around. I hot glued. I carefully, you know, gathered the fabric around so I didn't have any crazy bunching or any like sharp edges, like corners sticking out. It ended up finishing really cool. So this is an 8-inch that I bought, and then they had 10-inch, and which I thought was perfect. They didn't have 9, but that's okay. If I had to do it over again, I'll get a 9. I'll probably buy a 9. You can probably get them on Amazon, or Hobby Lobby may have them. I don't know, but I'll get that, and like it needed like another piece of fabric, but that's okay. I did put this on magnets so I can switch it out, because I fell in love with Colorfully Sarah's patterns so much. I bought 2 more that I'll be doing. So stay tuned for those, because those are super cute. And this is like the perfect finishing piece because it complements the delicate white here, complements super pastel-y stitches. So there you have it, Colorful Cupcakes by Colorfully Sarah on our exclusive whipped frosting fabric that is in the shop. So, and to take a trip down memory lane, I'll show you last year's, our first birthday. Here is our first birthday stitch. And this is on TDS, or Birthday Confetti. I'll just call it Birthday Confetti. This fabric is actually in the shop as well, and is paired with whipped frosting. So if you missed out last year, because I think I only had it available like for 2 weeks. If you missed out last year, you can grab it this year, just for the limited time though. But this is Happy Birthday by Primrose Cottage Stitches. And like I said earlier, I like to modify the designs just for the floss to match my logo colors. So very, very cool. I stitched this on 14 count or 16 count, I can't tell. Birthday Confetti. So here, there you go. And then Birthday Confetti and whipped frosting is going to be available in Aida, Linda, and Opalescent Aida. So the usual fabric. But here is a closer look without any stitching of Birthday Confetti. And I love it. Now, this background is not like stark white. It's got like a little bit of a gray tint to it. Just to do something different so it's not all screaming white at you. But my confetti here, it's just a mix. It's a super generic confetti. We've got purple, blue, pink, yellow, and green in there. So very, very cute. This is the regular Aida. And here is the opalescent. It's kind of hard to see the shine on that, but it is there. So that is in the shop, Birthday Confetti, whipped frosting until the end of February. So go and grab it. As far as more birthday celebrations, look for in the shop, we're gonna have 3 separate sales going on. One at a time. So one will be 1 week, and then the next one, and then the last week of February. I can tell you what the first one is. Starting today, February 7th, until February 13th, we will have Love Notes fabric series on sale. Love Notes is perfect for all of your Valentine's Day stitching. I absolutely love Love Notes, and I'll show you some finishes back here. But that's going to be on sale, I believe 20% off all the Love Notes series. So the Opalescent, the Linda, the Aida. I think I have linen in there for Love Notes. Yeah, so check that out as well. But for Love Notes, here is the said series fabric, Love Notes, that I stitched Valentine Tier by Erin Elizabeth, and it looks adorable. I love it. I love all the hearts, and then I put like scribble writing, so it looks like you're writing a little love note. So check that out. Along with Love Notes, there's A Dozen Roses, there's Olive Juice, Minty Fresh, and Tickled Pink. So lots of lovey-dovey Valentine's Day colors to choose from. So that's on sale now, and then there'll be a new sale starting February 14th, and we'll go till the 20th, and then from the 21st through the 28th will be the last birthday celebration sale. To check out what those sales are going to be, always look, no matter what, not just during this birthday celebration, always check out my Etsy header. I always update it. I always keep it like colorful and fresh for you guys. If there's any sale or any news I need to tell you, it's gonna go up in that Etsy banner. So always go to my main page and check that out first, rather than going like straight to a product. So check that out. And I think that's it for the birthday celebration stuff. It's just a lot going on. This fabric, fun fabric, and sales galore in February. And you never know, if you order, you could possibly, maybe, sorta get something special in your package. So with that, let's move on to finishes. Okay, moving on to finishes. Since it has been forever since I have seen you guys, I have been doing quite a lot of stitching, which is good. It's great. So I have some finishes for you, some that are not all the way finished and some that are fully finished. So let's see. Let's start with the oldest one. This is by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is Boos, Hisses, and cross stitches. So super, super cute. I stitched this on 14 count chimney sweep from the 'Twas the Night fabric series. This was our most recent Christmas series. And this is like the perfect charcoal. Like, I thought I found the perfect charcoal like in a regular wood quilt, but I did not. I love this. I love it. I love it. It's just awesome. Your white pops, all of my colors pop. I just picked from my stash. I didn't like do anything special. I just wanted my floss to pop off of this fabric. So I have no idea how I'm gonna finish this. Maybe a pillow. I don't know. I have another one like that too. It's just, did you ever get in those funks where you're just like, I don't know how to finish this? Like, I know the idea will strike me or the perfect piece will come along. It just hasn't yet. So I'm holding on to it tight. So we'll see. All right, next up, what did I stitch? Oh, okay. The next runner up for the perfect charcoal, that's a little warmer in feel, or I say feel. It's not feel, like it's just warmer in gray. This is Winter Snow Globe by Stitching with the Housewives. And I stitched this on 14 count, the General, from our Liberty fabric series. That was our 4th of July last year. And this is awesome. I love how it turned out. I used my favorite winter Classic Colorworks colors, Tropical Paradise, Chop Chive, and Licorice Red or Cherry Cobbler. I think that's Cherry Cobbler, but it turned out super, super cute. And let me show you the difference. So this is General, and General is definitely warmer in tone. That's what I was going for. Than your Chimney Sweep, which has got a little bit more blue in it. So warm charcoal, the General. Cooler, Chimney Sweep. So, and then my finishing piece, I dug through my wood pieces I had, and I found this Chantel 141 frame with beaded piece, and I thought it was perfect. So I painted it aqua, and I found this really cool fabric, quilting fabric in my stash. Every year I get the Jolly box from Fat Quarter Shop. It's the Christmas surprise quilting box, and it has turned out to be a fantastic Christmas fabric like stash builder, because if I don't make the quilt, said quilt or anything, I keep it for all my cross stitch finishes, and it's perfect. So. And then I added iridescent white rickrack. So the iridescent, or opalescent, I guess. I found that at Joann's, which is so cool because it has just a little bit of glitter in it to like let it shine. And then I added just some embellishments because I don't like doing snowflakes, and I did plenty in the snow globe. So I added a few around the edges, and those are from Hobby Lobby. So there you have it, Winter Snow Globe by Stitching with the Housewives. let's see. And then after that, I did, oh, this one. Reach for it. I think this is called Hot Cocoa. I'm probably wrong, but it's the December freebie from Primrose Cottage Stitches, just like the Booze Hisses one. These have been fantastic patterns to stitch. I love how they switch up the designs. Like, it's not all the same. Like, I thought, I don't know, for some reason I thought, oh, maybe she's gonna build a series, Lindsay will, but no, they've been all different, which is fantastic. It totally switches things up when you're, you know, adding it to your monthly stitch. Add monthly rotation. It's not the same thing over and over again. So I completely went rogue on this. I was craving like a pastel like stitch because I had recently gotten, or I'd finished Candy Cane Cottage by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I stitched that on Fallen Snow from 'Twas the Night. I was craving like an extra piece to put in next to it, smaller, and this was perfect. So what I did was I just picked my cutest, prettiest pastel color and cotton floss. I just pulled the stash and I ended up stitching it on 14 count Opalescent Marshmallow World from the Marshmallow World series. And I love how it turned out. I think I'm gonna do, what is it? Snow Place Like Home by Primrose. I think I'm gonna get that pattern and do it in these colors, and oh, it's gonna look so good. So I love how this turned out. Super cute. I just randomly picked, I didn't have, there was no method to the madness here. I just picked what colors I liked and where I thought they should go. Let's see, I finished this on a tobacco basket from Hobby Lobby that I hope they bring back because these are awesome. I just slap a magnet on and you're good to go. Yeah, they need to bring these back because, you know, I have 4, but who doesn't need like 4 more? You know, they're so easy to just throw on a shelf. But let's see, I used that opalescent, iridescent white rickrack around this piece. And I found in the same stash as this fabric, I found the pink fabric companion to it, and it's perfect. So, very cool. I think it's Hot Cocoa and probably something else in the name, but it's by Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it's fantastic. It's super, super cute. So there you have that. Let's see, what was next? Oh, okay. So I joined Shannon Christine's Halloween buckets. What is it, Pattern Club? Yeah. I joined that, and these are so cute, and it's a lot of stitching, but well worth it, well worth it. And the piece itself, I think she's gonna do either 9 or 12 buckets, and like she had a frame that you could do them all together. That's a huge piece. So I decided I'm gonna stitch each one. I'm gonna take my time and stitch each one separately and go from there. And I had no idea how I was gonna finish this guy, but he turned out so stinking cute. Like, I wanna do the rest of them this same way now. But here is the Frankenstein bucket. And he's so cute. He is so stinking cute. I use the called for colors. I love Shannon Christine's like colors she picks because she thinks about shading and all of that. Like, I love it. So I used her colors and I stitched this on 14 count Widowmaker from our spooky series. And so cute. Now, I did not do like I didn't finish the border as like a solid border. I just did like the fancy scrolls because borders are not my friend. And, you know, I wanted to enjoy this. I didn't want to have to worry about, you know, if the edges met up or not. So, not my jam, especially around Christmas time. I was not feeling it. So, I went ahead and left those out. But it's cool. You can see like the spider web here in Widowmaker. So, very cool. I finished it in a pillow. And my back fabric, because these colors are so bright and vibrant, I picked Tula Pink. I think these are mini dots. I could be wrong on the name, but the fuchsia in this matches the fuchsia in that. So very cool. I love this. It's just so cool. I know this isn't like an out of print, like this is part of Tula Pink's All Stars, so I think you can still get this mini dot, but it's got like orange, bright neon orange dots on it, so super cute, and a good size pillow, you know, to throw in a bowl or on a shelf or wherever. So I think what I'm going to do for this series is I'm going to pick a different like Halloween fabric that I have or that I'm creating, hint hint, wink wink, to stitch each bucket on. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so that was that. And then next I did Miss Hollybird by Cherry Hill Stitchery. And this turned out beautiful. So I stitched this on 14 count wintergreen from our basic color series, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I did specifically, like usually I just start stitching if I'm not testing floss on like a new fabric. I just start stitching, and it's like wherever my cross stitch ends up on the decorated fabric, whatever, you know, I roll the dice. But for this one, I specifically wanted the darker part of wintergreen to be up top, and it turned out beautiful. I love it. This wintergreen, I use it a lot. I actually have a finish up here too that I'll show you. It's just very versatile, as you'll be able to see. I used the called for colors, and yeah, it turned out great. It was a fun stitch. Cherry Hill Stitchery has a ton of cute stuff. So let's see, the board I bought at Hobby Lobby, 40-50% off. Yeah, it was a great find. I just stuck this on magnets so I could keep using it, because yeah, it's like perfect. This piece is attached to it and came with it, so I didn't have to do anything. I just slapped an accent board and my cross stitch piece on there. So yeah, perfect. And this is Miss Hollybird by Cherry Hill Stitchery. So on the wintergreen, I have another piece. Let's see here. This is, what is this? Bottle Brush Tree Farm by Hands On Design, and I think I picked my own colors. I just picked whatever and went with it, but you can totally tell two different vibes we got going on here on the same fabric, which is really cool. Yeah, it just depending on what floss you use, it makes it go cool or warm. So very neat. All right, and then my last piece I have for you is, let's see, not finished yet because, you know, same thing with the other Primrose one. I don't have an idea yet, but once I get it, I'll get it done. But this is Winter Wonderland by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This was the January free stitch. Get on their newsletter if you haven't subscribed yet, because the first Friday of the month, they are doing a pattern. So I don't want you guys to miss out. It's really cool. Okay, so Winter Wonderland, I stitched this on 14 count artichoke from our summer veggies fabric series. That was a small series I did right after Easter last year. And it's just fun, earthy colors, like a vegetable garden. Huh, hence the name. But this is artichoke. It's like a dirty, not rusty, but dirty green. It is darker than sage. We do have sage that's in the autumn series. Artichoke is definitely darker than that. So if you're going for darker, go with this guy. I just picked what I had as far as my own colors. I wanted to be muted, I guess. I wanted it to be muted like the artichoke is muted, if that makes sense. I didn't want to go bright, vibrant, or dark, super, super dark. So I did a mix of Color and Cotton and Classic Colorworks, because I know my Classic Colorworks, my little orange carrot nose is sweet potato. I love that orange for snowmen. I think it's just adorable. So there you have it. Once I get a finish, I'll post it on social media. So, let's see. Let's talk about Fabric of the Month Club now. So, Fabric of the Month, January, the first month, shipped out during Snowmageddon. And it took, I think, 2 weeks for people to get their things, but everybody like got their stuff, so it was great. So the first month done, so excited for that. And I'm ramping up to send out the next month. So February will be shipping out the 10th or 11th, wow, next week. So that will all be shipping out to you guys. You have, if you have not joined the club, you have until February 9th to get in on the February club. After that, and you sign up, you're into March, which is fine, which is great, because March is good too. But I'm not going to be repeating fabric. So if you want to get in on February, and I'll give you a hint, it's spring fabric, and it's super cute. So if that doesn't help you at all, what am I saying? But think spring. So that'll be going out. So if you want to get on top of that and into the club, you can. There's an Opalescent club, an Opalescent Aida, a regular Aida, and a Linda club. Multiple sizes, multiple counts available. So, and then I will have the link below to that website, because I created its own website for the club. So you can check that out. And then, oh, also in the club, you get like little special things, maybe a coupon, an extra sale going on that's just for my Fabric Club VIP members. And then twice a year, when you are part of the club, you will get pre-released fabric. So a fabric series I'm working on, your month comes up, you get it before everybody else, which is really cool. So that is it for Fabric Club. I'm trying to make sure. I have like so much stuff to tell you guys. I want to make sure I get it in here. So birthday, finishes, Fabric of the Month Club. Oh, okay. So if you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, you should, and why aren't you? It's the Digi Stitchery on Instagram. So, you know, give me a follow, give me a like. But what I did was on Instagram, I decided, since we have like 120 some odd, almost 130 different designs, we have a bunch of color families going on. And why not talk about it and show you guys. So I created a let's talk color fabric series on Instagram. I'll do an Instagram live every once in a while. I don't plan on doing this every month. It's just as the moment strikes type thing. So I did one a couple of weeks ago or last week. I can't remember. Time is just, I don't know what's going on anymore. Where am I? But we made it to February. That's all that counts. But let's see. So that Instagram live I focused on blue, and I pulled out of all of our fabric series, all of them in the last 2 years, I pulled all of the blue fabric, which ended up being 16 pieces, like 16 different colors. We talked about them. I showed them on video. I gave recommendations. I told you if white floss was going to work or not. I talked about patterns and stuff. I also gave a sneak peek of the blue fabric that's going to be released in the next fabric series. So if you're wanting the sneak peek, go to my Instagram page and watch the video. I always save my Instagram lives because if you're like me, I never think to catch a live when it's live. I always go back and I'm either drinking coffee days later, sitting in my chair, and I'm going, oh, I can watch this now. So that's what I like to do. So that's why I save all the lives on Instagram in the profile. Is that what it's called? I don't know. They keep changing Instagram. Once I think I have it down, like other stuff changes. So, but, okay. So we got the fabric series. Next one, I'm not sure when it will be because we are in the middle of archery season right now and getting ready to start middle school swim season, which is new for me because we've never done this. So it will be a little crazy, but you guys will know on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube as well. I'll do a post announcement of when that's going to be and when you can look for it. So, okay, let's go on to the WIP parade. Okay, so as far as WIPs, I made a decision in 2024 after seeing so many squirrels and joining so many sew-alongs that I needed to tighten the ship. So what I did was I went through all of my WIPs. I had tons of bags, tons of project bags. I went through each one and I said to myself, am I in love with it? Or could I maybe stitch it at a different time? So I went through everything, and the ones I kept, I put over, and those are what I'm going to show you today. The others, the kits got completely deconstructed, and I kept the patterns, of course. Every pattern I buy, I always intend to stitch. I'm just putting them away for a later time, and I put my floss back. I reorganized myself, which is fantastic because that was a mess. DMC floss, I've decided to do a whole different organization thing, which we'll talk about another day, but it's worked out so much better. I need to fix my color and cotton collection here, and I've been getting into more Cosmo lately. So anyway, so I took those kits apart, and you may cringe, but I got rid of what I had already stitched because what's done is done. I wasn't going to go back to it. I just needed, if I'm going to start and go back to a pattern, I need a clean slate. That's just how my mind works. And also with all the fabric choices that I have and the new fabric I have coming, I may find a better option for that particular pattern to stitch on. So I had like a temperature chart last year, a mushroom one, which was adorable. I loved it, but it just took way too much time. I didn't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I kept it, and one day I want to do like my little mushroom farm of temperature because it was so cute, so cute. But I got rid of that, and then some other pieces. It was just too much. So I narrowed it down, and my goal for 2025 is to work on these bigger pieces when I can. But my main goal is to stitch on new and upcoming fabric that I'm going to release to you guys. So I actually have been stitching like crazy on fabric that will be released, and I can't show you that yet, but I have stitched 3 that I can remember, maybe 4 from the brand new fabric series that's coming. So that's my whole like focus. And then these are just, what I'm going to show you are just like fun, and if I get time or want to do something different, switch things up, I'll stitch these. So, all right, we'll start this. Okay, what is this? Okay, so this is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery's Christmas wreath. And I had originally started it on Fabric Flare, I think Aqua Snow Aqua. It had snow balls on it. I can't think of the name, but it was a 16 count, and I had like picked my own colors, and I started this thing like 2 years ago. I'd only gotten like the bottom of the wreath done, and 16 count, when I want to enjoy something, 16 count for me at this time is not where I want to be. 14 count is the easiest for me to stitch and is way more entertaining. So I got rid of that, what I had been working on, and I reset my colors to the called for colors, as called for as I had. I wasn't going to go out and buy all the floss because I've accumulated so much. Why not use what I have, right? So I pulled what I had, but I changed the fabric. I changed it to a 14 count to make it a heck of a lot easier to stitch. And I changed it to, I'm going to roll this, Fallen Snow 14 counts. Fallen Snow is from the 'Twas the Night fabric series, and I love this. Like the greens in the wreath, it's hard to see because I haven't really started it, but it's looking awesome on this Fallen Snow. The main thing I changed, and I'm not going to change really anything else, I don't think, as I go along in this wreath, but I didn't want a pink gingerbread house. I wanted a gingerbread house. So I just changed it to brown. And then I didn't want anybody on the roof. So I took Santa and Rudolph off, but slowly going, but fun stitching. Easy when I don't want to think. This is good to stitch, and just it's fun colors. I'm so glad I switched things up. So got that one. All right, next, let's see here. Oh, okay, Log Cabin Christmas. I could not give this sucker up. This one is gonna look awesome when it's done. And I've made some leeway. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. Okay, so this is Log Cabin Christmas, and I'm by Little House Needleworks, and I am stitching it on 16 count. I know, I just had a whole spiel on 14 count. Isn't that how it always works? But no, I have to do it on 16 count to make sure it all fits on here. I'm doing 16 count Pot of Gold from the Pot of Gold fabric series. That was last year's St. Patrick's Day fabric. And it's 16 count. I printed a 16 by 20 here, and it is looking good. I am already on the third part, which is looking fantastic. Let's see, as far as floss, I'm using called for floss, except for the greens. I switched that out. I used my tried and true Christmas classic colorwork greens, steamed broccoli and holly jolly. They just work. So, and it brightens it up, so I like that. And then my red, I changed out to Color and Cotton's Winterberry, just to give it a little bit more brightness to it. But everything else is called for. I haven't changed anything. So it's looking good. And, you know, these borders aren't terrible. I'm not a border girl, but these have been doable. And I like have to hyper super focus when I do that. So as long as nobody's interrupting or talking or I'm not doing anything but sitting in silence and stitching this, it's been working out. So we'll see where we're at, you know, maybe this time next year, hopefully farther. But that is that. Okay, what's this one? Oh, okay. Next, I am stitching a fancy flamingo by Hands On Design. This was a exclusive with Black Needle Society. Like, they did a special flamingo box that I bought. And the pattern is just super, super cute. And I'd never gotten around to stitching it. So I decided to stitch it on a different fabric than you would think for a flamingo, right? So I went through all the fabric and I picked out Easter grass. This is 14 count Easter grass from the Chubby Bunny fabric series. And I love this. This turned out, or it's turning out really cute. And I'm using the called for colors, except I darkened like the green because it was like this color almost, the called for DMC. And I darkened the teal here so you could read it against the bright green. But my pinks and my flamingos are going to be called for. And I love this pink. Like, it is like popping off of this green fabric. So, very cool. I like it. It's different. It's summery. So, spring, summery. So, that's nice to stitch. Okay. This guy is Cardinal Kin by Plum Street Samplers, and I have not gotten far at all. I stitched this on, or I'm stitching it on Sugar Cookie, and this is 16 count, again with the small count, but it deserves it. It like needs it, because if I went bigger, I don't think it would look as well in my head. I don't know. But Cardinal Kin, I just picked my own colors. I picked from my own stash here of Color and Cotton floss. It's looking good. One bird down, I think 2 to go. So, you know, progress. But, oh, I know why. Okay. I'm stitching this on 16 count because it's the perfect finishing size for this finishing piece. I did the Abominable Trio by Plum Street Samplers, and I found this finishing piece at Dollar General like 2 or 3 years ago. They have not had them since. I wish they would bring these back because these are like perfect for finishing. But I put a magnet on it, so I'd like to put Cardinal Kin on here before I put my Abdominal Snowman Yeti on here. So There you go. That was the whole intent of stitching 16 count. That's why. Okay. See, when you don't look at these projects for years, it's just crazy. Okay. So next is one I need to get done because I love it so much. It's just time consuming. Okay. This is, what is it? Pledge of Allegiance by Crochet Go Go. It's beautiful. I started this really like 3 years ago, maybe even longer than that, truly. This is on, I think, platinum or lamb's wool fabric. I could not tell you, but I changed the colors and I love this. This looks so good. Like, I want to frame this piece. It looks gorgeous. This is on, again, with the 16 count. Like, I'm just eating crow over here. Like, it's not like I say, no, I'm going to do 14. It's all 16 count. But, you know, whatever. I love it. That's as far as I've gotten. But you know what? That's okay. It's funny to look back at my stitching because now I do like the sewing method as much as I can. This roof was before sewing method, so it's rough. But that's okay. It still looks good. So, Pledge of Allegiance. Crochet Go Go. Okay, I've got a couple more. All right, this guy is Halloween Sampler by Ulysses Blue Stitching. And I love this scarecrow. I love him so, so much. He's just adorable. And let's see, I am stitching this on 14 count. This is on an autumn fabric from, no, this is Fall Forest from the Fall Forest series. I'm probably getting this fabric wrong. There's so many, I can't keep them straight anymore, obviously. I should have written this down, but I want to say this is Fall Forest. Yeah, it is. Fall Forest from the Fall Forest fabric series. So last year's fall fabric. I got about half of him done and he's just cute. I can't quit him. He's just adorable. So slowly but surely I'll work on him. He would be super cute in like a black grungy frame. So I need to get that done. But I pulled my own colors as usual, you know, why not? So yeah, working on that. Okay, ooh, more Halloween. Why not? I love Halloween. Okay, apparently I like to stitch Halloween all year round, it looks like, because half of my projects are Halloween. Okay, this is, what is this? This is Halloween Town from Crochet Go Go. And I am stitching this on 14 count Widowmaker. This piece, I don't have the cover page in my bag, but this is the town series she did. She did like 4 or 5 of them, where it's got like 3 different like layers to it, or 3 tiers. And I'm doing the bottom tier. Since this is on 14 count, I knew this was going to be huge. So my initial thinking was stitch just the bottom piece and like make it into a pillow and like do the other series so I could just switch out the pillows. So I've gotten, you know, it's a decent amount done, but there's a couple of shops here and I think that's it. I think it's just a couple of shops, but very cute. I pulled my own colors. I just wanted something that was, I don't know, muted, because it's not super dark. I went full like classic Colorworks Halloween floss here. So that is Halloween Town from Crochet Go Go. And then my last one, I just need to sit down and do it because there's nothing to it at all. This is a classic haunt by Hands On Design. So I am stitching this on 14 count eggplant from the, it's all bent, from the Summer Veggies series. So eggplant. I love the yellow and the purple, like perfect Halloween fabric. That's not even considered Halloween fabric, so there you go. But I haven't gotten really far, but you know, it is what it is. I have the finishing piece painted. I do have, like, you know, the actual finishing piece, like the medallion paddle from Chantel 141. I did spray paint that, so it's waiting for me. But so that hurdle is hurdled over. That's done. So I just need to stitch this sucker and call it good. But yeah, there you go. I think I just pulled whatever I had. So there you go. A classic haunt by Hands On Design. So that's what I have working on now. That's what I can show you at least. I've got at least one that I know of that I'm stitching on, two that I know of that I'm stitching that are secret stitches that you'll see next floss tube. The other finishes I have, I can't show you yet either. But that'll be in the next floss tube. It'll be the spring fabric release, name yet to be determined because I'm still working on that. But let's see, I think that's it. Let's do one more look at the exclusive birthday fabric for this year. It is whipped frosting, and it is available only the month of February. So get in the shop and grab this fabric and take advantage of all of the birthday sales that are going to be going on. So there you go. And then my finishing piece for that, and I can't wait to put in my office, is Colorful Cupcakes by Colorfully Sarah. So I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend, a lovely February. Thank you again so much for joining me on these floss tubes, supporting my business. It means so much to me. I truly, truly appreciate it. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. And I'm gonna go eat that key lime pie little thing I had at the beginning of the video. So I will talk to you guys later.